we're here.
Back again.
It's a good day. Another good day. Trying to load some of these episodes up because we're going to be getting ready to go to Vegas and relax hard next week. So this is a little bit earlier episode than what you guys are used to in terms of relevance, but none of that matters. And go.
Well, we didn't record a podcast after, what was that, Saturday night? We did that.
Oh, you're right.
So we only did one during the day. I know I kept saying we were going to do one later, but here we are. So this kind of counts for later.
Yeah, we talked about doing one after watching the UFC fight, but
I can't stay awake.
I don't know. I smashed a lot of chicken wings, and I stayed awake completely through the whole UFC event. No issue there. I was wide awake. But afterward, just didn't have the energy to do it.
Right.
And then yesterday we talked about doing a podcast, yesterday being Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't feel like it. So
that is true. But it's also been unbearably hot.
Yeah,
this room is like 10 degrees hotter than the living room.
She's right.
And our upstairs is like 20 degrees hotter than the basement. So maybe we should move this into the dungeon. Just
upstairs
kidding.
Meaning chest and basement. Just kidding.
I do get a sweaty butt though. So
yeah, I get sweaty everything. I just got a sweet gift. We got a gift from my dad.
I like how just like moments after when I was coming inside and you were sitting out there, you're like smiling so big. You were so excited about it.
Was I?
Yeah, it was like, I was like, oh, look at how cheesy he is. He looks so
funny. I don't know. Maybe this can be our fitness episode, babe. Maybe while we're in Vegas, sipping pina coladas by the pool, chilling in a comfy bed with bathrobes on, taking a convertible over to get some pizza, we can have our health episode air. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's good. That makes sense. The time of being bad and guilty, sharing something that's healthy and fit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll be sharing it now, but I'll just release it while we're pigging out. We've been just spending all these years together trying to not tip
healthy.
the scale. Yeah.
Not tip the scale.
And now that we're getting married, we can finally
stop caring.
Yeah.
Not really, though. To be fair, though, never mind. I'm not going to go there. I was going to say I haven't stopped, but the thing is you eat healthy.
I'm not going to go there. Go there.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
But no, I notice you work out every single day. I don't work out every single day. There's times where I'll go like weeks without working out. But I think the one difference is that when I met you, I was eating cardboard pizza and like pasta all the time. So I had always had like a bad diet, and I still pretty much maintain one. Like I'll eat healthy for the most part. I'm on this kick right now of just not eating at all. But that's the thing is like I like have always had bad food, but you, before you met me, were only eating healthy food. And then I just kind of.
But not really, no. Because the first year that we were together, we were both eating really healthy all the time. And then I decided, let's turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was losing too much weight. I don't know.
It's bulk season.
Yeah. So it's essentially, well, it's been
bulking season.
Yeah, it's been roller coaster season, which is not good. But
well, whose fault is that?
Mine.
I just really like Chipotle and Old Chicago.
I mean, Chipotle is like the least of our concerns as far as the food items, exterior food options go. Yeah.
Oh my God, I drove past Five Guys when I was going to the grocery store. I was like, I could really go for a cheeseburger.
She wants you. Oh. Here she comes. Oh. We really gotta pad this up here, you little baby. Hey, you little hammy. Oh, they can. I'm sure they can hear. Oh, that's nice. We got to get you a little throne in the middle here, Jude. We'll put you in a comfy seat right in between us, and you can sit there the whole time.
She's so precious.
Yeah.
I don't even care if she barks at people. I mean, I wish I could stop it, but at the same time, I don't even care. She can bark at whatever she wants to bark at. She's just so cute. When she's not barking.
She doesn't. She's good.
She is a good dog. She's a very protective dog. Like, sorry, back to the scary ghost things and everything. Maybe intruders, burglars. I'm never like afraid at home, like alone with Jude, or even at night. Like, imagine you're like young, or me, for instance, and you're just like afraid of ghosts sometimes. Like if it's not like ghosts. You're just in your room. It's dark. And you feel like something's like looking at you, and like you can't really explain the feeling, but you just feel uncomfortable. Like even if there was someone watching me or someone that wanted to break in, I would have like a very fair warning, because Jude would just be barking and like jumping at him probably. I don't know. She doesn't actually attack people, but she's definitely scary. So,
I wonder when, like there are times when I wake up and she has been barking. So like somehow I've slept through her barking, at least some of it.
Yeah, but you sleep like a rock. He falls asleep in like 2 seconds.
That kind of concerns me. And then what also kind of concerns me is that like right away when I wake up, I start telling her to stop. But what if it is something she should be barking at?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. What do I do? Get up and kick the door out and see who's out there and...
Okay, so...
hit Nick with a baseball bat?
Now, no. And when we live alone someday and don't, ever plan on having visitors during a certain time or whatever, like that's when you can be worried.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That makes sense.
And kind of to tie in the whole like fitness conversation with the little Chimchini, she's got really shitty cardio. Like she can run, but she gets pooped real fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it depends on what she's doing. Like if she's running with other pups, then she's good for a while.
Debatable.
I guess it's been a long time since I've really seen her. Yeah. Like since we've gone to a DP.
Yeah.
I don't want to excite her.
She's totally forgotten what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't take her to those anymore. But like when I used to take her for runs, like I would go outside and do that like big loop in Broomfield, and she would get so pooped. But I guess it was probably like it was hot outside, so I could see that impacting that. But that reminds me of my old dog Ranger, and I would take him for runs, and I would like literally, this was when I was super active, like running 6 miles a day. I would pick him up when he would slow down and like run with him. I was like, you weak dog. I bet he loved that. Yeah, he was probably ashamed.
Nah. But yeah, I mean, I guess to preface the not taking her to a dog park, it's
like an outdoor.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly because
trails.
The reason why we don't is because we don't live anywhere near that anymore.
Right.
But
that was a special place too.
Yeah, we live closer to Kirsten's parents, who have dogs and land, so our pup gets to run around.
Yeah, she does.
She gets some cardio. I chase her.
Yeah, I miss that dog park too, the one in Westminster. Like, it was huge, and especially during the summer, all the water that they had coming.
It is dope. Open space.
Yeah,
little rivy.
Yeah, but take your dogs there.
Yeah, if you have a dog and you don't walk your dog, start walking your dog. If you're out of shape and that's why you don't walk your dog, take your dog for a short walk in the morning when it's still not warm out. Health.
There you go. Are there people that don't walk their dogs? Is that a thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
My dog doesn't need it. He just chills. Yeah, people think like that. Some people think like that.
That's so weird. I mean, I guess I've kind of figured that, but even like Jude, like she is like she'll bark at dogs on a leash.
Yeah.
Like if she's off leash, she's fine, but like I'm still sometimes just nervous taking her out. I don't want to run into people or like, see other dogs and have her bark within close proximity. But the thing is like, I still take her. Like I get probably there's people out there that feel like they can't be out in public because their dog's like crazy, but
yeah, and I don't even think that. I mean, a lot of people probably think like that, but
still
my argument wasn't even. I mean, like a lot of people probably think like that, and that's why they don't take their dog out.
Right.
But I'm sure there are a lot of people who just don't take their dog out because they think that their dog doesn't need to go for a walk.
Right. Take me for walks.
Yeah. So, yeah. You got to imagine there are 300 million or more Americans alone. So there are a lot of different thought processes.
How many people are there on the earth?
Over 7 billion.
Really? Wow. Yeah. I don't like keep up with the numbers or the census. I'm just ready. Well, I don't want to say I'm ready. Like, it would be very interesting to see some sort of like zombie outbreak or like, well, obviously not zombies, but there's going to be something at some point within humanity time. Either the earth will come to an end. That was really rude. I like want to be mad at you because you're interrupting me.
Babe, it helps the story. Please.
Okay, fine. Well, what do you want to talk about then?
You can continue with your zombie stuff.
I wasn't going to talk about zombies.
Okay. Well, we could talk about fitness.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I never actually said what we got.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Go for it.
You can burp if you want.
I'm not going to burp.
You can interrupt me
Not while
anytime.
you're talking.
Do it. That was
All
a
right.
good burp.
Tell the people what you got.
All right. So my dad got us a Rogue Echo bike for our wedding gift, which is super dope. There was... why are you so mad? Don't be
I'm
mad.
not. Go on.
You look mad.
Yeah, well, I do that intentionally to make you feel bad.
Well, don't. Okay, so he looked at the registry. There was an item of similar value, and we discussed it. Kirsten and I discussed it and decided that exercise equipment is something that we would use more regularly and would
make more sense in our backyard.
Make more sense in our garage gym than putting something in our backyard or wherever. So, yeah, we got that bike and we put it together this evening.
I did most of the work. And
I sweat probably more than ever. So that was really cool. So I got that sweat in already, that premature sweat, that that pre-sweat. And now I've got the lingering sweat, that ling ling sweet. So shouts out to my Vietnamese fans. Yeah, I looked at the analytics. I didn't before the last episode. It appears as though we are gaining no international fans at this time, which kind of bums me out.
I guess we should learn a foreign language. Maybe German would be good.
Yeah, that's a tough... I mean, any language is tough when you're older. Brain plasticity slows. But, yeah, I would love to. But at the same time, you know... what are we going to do with it?
Another language?
Yeah.
I have always really enjoyed, but like also hated at the same time, going to places to get my nails done. And typically, you know, run by Asian people of somewhere, and like they talk to each other. And I feel like you want to feel like they're talking shit, but they're probably not. They're probably just used to talking in their language.
Every white person feels like that.
Right. But see, that's the thing is like, it's interesting because that's initially what you think, but yet they could be saying anything. So it would be really cool if we knew a language that most people don't know, so we could talk to each other, and like we could just be having a conversation, but people would be like, holy shit, what are they talking about?
And they would never shit know about us.
Right. Exactly. You know? Russian would be a good one. Let's learn some Russian.
Yeah, we could learn like basic Russian words and then just point and laugh at people while we're saying like...
Fart poop.
Fart poop. Walk the dog. Library.
How do you like that?
I'm mad. I'm fine. I wish you'd burp more, actually. I feel like maybe I should get a third mic that's Got a
burping.
boost on it that's just for burps. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I got a feeling that I might do another one this week
A podcast?
with some of the folks who are in town.
That would be
you
really
know?
fun. I'm thinking, so like obviously, okay, today, like working, I got a lot of work done. Like I've had like a last week or whatever productive, just getting shit done. But today, like I talked to a couple different people and all I wanted to do was talk about the wedding. Like I was like, oh my God, like I just like all these little details. I wouldn't talk to you about it so much because you'd probably be pretty bored, but like I want to talk to my mom or like Courtney. Like I'm excited to call Courtney after this. Like I just like want to talk about all the exciting things. And because it's going to be done soon, right? And then what do we talk about? Nothing.
You're right. What are we going to talk about? Fart and poop?
We'll start putting like wagers on how long we'll stay married.
Ooh.
And it could be to the death. It could be before.
Yikes.
It's not the plan, but I'm just curious. Like, okay, do you ever think that like you see a couple and to be fair, like the picture, like in my mind, I'm thinking of a couple that is not someone that I'm friends with right now. It's like from the past. And I just remember watching them thinking like, they're not going to last. And of course they didn't last.
That's nice.
But like, you know what I mean? Like you see people and like you wonder, like they feel like they like each other, they're in love, and like, are they really compatible? And like you kind of see how they act with each other and you just kind of wonder. And then, you know, like, do people like think about me like that? Like, do they look at us and be like, they don't seem like they fit well, or like they're going to go far? You know what I mean?
I mean, even if they did, it's not how we think about each other.
Right.
Like, of course, people are going to think differently about you and I than you and I think about you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know each other like, I would say the back of a hand, but you don't really know the back of your hand. Like, I'll say the palm of my hand. I know that better than the back of my hand. So anyway, we know each other like the palms of our hands.
Yeah.
I wonder how... Yeah.
I was just looking at my palms now, wondering like I should learn how to read palms. That would be pretty cool. That's like a thing.
Yeah. I challenge the legitimacy of that stuff.
I mean, it's all like probably urban legend, not urban legend, but like, what do you call that?
Why has it gotta be urban?
Like mythical? No, not a unicorn. Like it's, what do you call that? Like when it's something
Special.
No, it's
Magical.
like an old time something. Someone came up with it somewhere. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Like mythology or whatever. I don't know. Witchcraft.
Maybe
it's really
it works,
cool.
maybe it doesn't. Holistic. Yeah, I don't know, B.
When I was doing the Instagram today, I was like tagging the episode from the one that we just recorded, the picture, and I did like, what did I do? So I like mentioned something about seance and potato pentagram. I think I hashtagged that, and there was an Instagram account that like liked the picture, but it was like all like Satan stuff, and I was like, this is awesome. I followed them. I think I want to say I followed them because I was like, awesome.
That's probably why no one else would follow us.
All of our followers are going to be like, you'll get on there and start finding people, and they're going to be like podcast comedians, and mine are all going to be like dark, scary looking people and things.
Yeah, and then I think what we might do for episode 100 is have like a religious intervention and just pray for all of our fans at that point.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say one for me.
No.
Therapy for me.
Yeah, therapy for you. Just not through me.
Yeah.
No.
That's what we should do, is we should have a podcast episode or two where you give therapy to someone.
You know, it might be like, because I've seen some videos of actors portraying therapy, and I think I've seen some of like observational, but I don't know, like, because there are some legalities in the therapy world, but I'm just not sure. Like maybe all they would have to do is consent to it, but it's kind of a sticky situation because like the medical field in general, there's confidentiality. Like, you do not want to breach that in any way. Like, you don't want to talk about who you did therapy with or anything. So I don't really know how that would work, but it would be interesting. It would be one way to learn.
Yeah.
Get a lot of people talking some hot mess in the comments, I bet.
Maybe.
I bet.
If people watched.
If they knew that it was for, I don't know, entertainment, I guess.
Rather than real seriousness.
Yeah.
Meh.
I guess it would be, it would be, I don't know. People probably wouldn't watch it. That's the reality.
Meh. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say. Here's the thing. I wasn't going to say this, but now that you say that,
Okay.
I started talking about therapy podcast. And then as you started talking, I started zoning out, like looking outside, and then talking. And then I started kind of paying attention. I was like, I wonder what he was just saying. And then I heard the end of it.
Well, that was just our normal podcast right now that you were tuning out of. So,
Wait, whatever the therapy you're talking about. But that happens a lot,
So
to
great.
be fair. No. So you'll be talking about therapy stuff. And like, I mean, it's mostly school stuff that you talk about. And like, I definitely support you and I try to listen. But sometimes I just get real bored. And I mean, it's exciting for you because you enjoy it. But I zone out like I do. Like I listen. And you catch me doing that, though. You'll be like, what did I just say? Or something. I'll be like, oh. Something like I'll remember keywords to just kind of throw at you.
bug spray.
But I listen to you. I do listen to you. Just now though, I was zoning out, that's for sure. But I've been up since like 5 a.m. and I normally sleep until like 8.
Okay. Well, I'm not upset about it. That's fine. Like I said, yeah, it's probably not that interesting really to do it, but
How cool would it be if I was schizophrenic?
not cool. But I had John as a guest, and afterward John gave me some good tips. So I don't know if I would put those into action. I feel like what I would really need in order to well, nobody knows what this plan is. I'm not really going to say it, but I would need another camera set up. And if I had another camera set up, then I feel like I would like somebody to be controlling those cameras and it to not be me. So,
Kyle, we'll hire him, a stagehand.
yeah, intern, but yeah, I guess, I don't know. Plus, the audio people don't care.
No, they don't.
No.
We need to get more people on Instagram and social media.
Yeah, that's
Someone
what I've
teach
been
me how to
saying
do
for
Twitter.
So long,
I
but
don't
really,
know how to
I started 3 months ago.
And you've posted like 4 things. Today I posted
No,
like
not
4
the
things.
social media.
Oh.
The podcast itself.
Okay, I was gonna say because social media, I like posted like 4 or 5 things today.
I don't know what I didn't want to do it. That's why I kept asking you to do it.
Yeah.
And you kept saying you would do it, and today
now I
you did it. So
Now I did, but not Twitter because I don't know how to Twitter or tweet. How do you tweet her?
I don't know. I just ended up posting the same thing on Twitter that I would on Instagram for the 2 posts or whatever that I put on. So
okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I never used Twitter though.
Yeah, I never did either. I think my mom made a Twitter for me once for like scholarship volleyball stuff maybe, but she never she'd post as me kind of thing, but like
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Me and my Spanx.
Yeah, that's what she said. No. No.
Love you.
I think it's really funny. When I was in high school, like looking for volleyball scholarships, it was like, who was it? It was like the New York Times or some like big, like published, not New York Times, World Times, not World Times. I don't know. I'm making things up, but it was
New World Order.
Yeah, sure. No. But it was like some bigger name, like a newspaper or whatever. And they like did like online articles and stuff. And they came and interviewed me because my mom had made some like scholarship. There was like a scholarship website and it was kind of like Facebook, but not Facebook, like MySpace basically. But like you can post pictures and videos of yourself like playing. And I was like not ranked number 1 like for views and stuff.
Wow.
And so they interviewed me. And so when you Google me, like all that comes up is like the volleyball shit. And so like that's like I don't think I still have like a Twitter thing or whatever, but all of that comes up. And the first thing that they wrote in that article was like, Kirsten has a problem. And then like that's like the first sentence, but it like goes into she doesn't know what school to go to. She has all these scholarships and blah blah blah.
I get you with the title.
I know. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Clickbait motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe I didn't Google you before we.
Oh, I am
met.
like I could be on Catfish as like one of the people that finds shit because I am so good at finding people and looking them up.
You just did it. You matched with me on Tinder and then you were like, better Google.
After we started talking, I feel like I looked you up a lot.
That's smart. Definitely highly suggest for the ladies.
And see, people think that's creepy though. You're not supposed to like go
I think it makes sense.
look for them and like find out as much as you can about them because that's weird. It's a little weird.
But so is meeting on the internet.
Yeah.
So
Better safe than sorry.
I grant you, yeah. I feel like for just out of reasons of safety. I mean, I guess you were probably like, I'm going to.
Sorry, I was like inside my mouth.
Like, I hope I can find a picture of him looking normal so I can tell that he'll be a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't look you up or anything.
Yeah, you probably didn't really care that much.
Nah, I was like, I hope it's a dude.
Yeah, because you're gay.
Yeah. Speaking of workouts. So we work out often. Kirsten used to lift weights with me and she will
that.
again.
Yeah, after the wedding, I definitely want to get back into that.
It's going to put on some
remember
put on some muscle.
I did a squat. It was 200 pounds. I remember I did it for one, and that was like the most I ever did. And I was so excited about that.
Yeah.
And now I can barely squat 135 probably.
Well, you say probably, but you just haven't done it. I think you'd need to make sure you stretched. Get a good stretch.
I was thinking we should do some more yoga again. Like give it another shot.
But also, here's the problem.
Not here.
That's the problem. Doing it here, I think, because like it felt pretty good, but after a week or so, I feel like I ended up.
You lose motivation when you're just sitting at home doing it. Is that what it is?
Well, you can hurt yourself, and I think that I hurt my lower back, and so having a teacher would be ideal for making sure that we're doing the poses correctly.
I would want it to be, if it was a teacher, it'd be like a one-on-one class because I would just embarrass the shit out of myself. I'm not flexible at all. I
think I'd fart a lot probably.
Yeah. I looked up, there was something that I found scrolling through. It was like Vice or something like that. And there's like, they had different, like the top free yoga stuff online. And I bookmarked that or something because I was like, this looks really good. Because I would love to be more flexible. I think that would help like in every aspect of my life. I'd be less monotone. I'd be less slouchy. Say I'm slouching.
Less monotone.
I would just be more fun.
Well, we had the Rolf thing.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, like, I feel like that's like a psychological thing. Like I would go, but I didn't really feel like, well, okay, not to talk badly about it because yes, I feel like it was helpful. I didn't notice the benefits as much as you do.
You went twice?
Oh my God, I went like 5 times.
No, not 5.
4 times at least. I went a bunch because I made you pay for it every time. I was like, I'm not paying for this.
I'd say 3 max.
Maybe 4.
No.
Maybe 4.
It's unfortunate, B. It works. Just gotta stick with it. I mean, luckily enough for me, my body was messed up when I started. And I mean, you're tight, so you could really benefit from it, and I can't believe you didn't feel it, but...
Okay, there was one time, the first time I went, I felt like I was kind of like, whatever, I'll give it another try. Second time, I feel like I felt it, and maybe the last time, I swear I've been 4 times. Maybe the last time, it was like, I don't know what this is doing for me. Or maybe it was the second time. Maybe the first time I was like, ooh, this is good. Second time I was like, and I'll give it another shot. And then the third time was like, still. I don't know.
Wow.
I expect like immediate progress, results.
I saw mine right away. Because, like, I used to stand super wide. My feet would be, like, outside of my shoulders wide. And if you look around, you see a lot of people standing like that, which is interesting. But that's tight hips. So I would stand like a real triangle.
Like a real chump.
Like a real triangle chump. And that the first session, he just cock, cook, cock, blam, blowed my legs and my hips. And I knew how I stood. And he was like, before he did everything, he had me lay on my back and put my knees up so my feet were flat. Just imagine yourself lying down, and then you slide your...
She did it.
Choop. Oh. You gotta come around, dude. You gotta come around if you're gonna come up.
Oh.
You're just smelling my pants. What the hell? Oh, there you go.
She's feeling pretty spunky tonight.
Feeling left out.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, you're gonna cry a little bit?
She's gonna go smack the camera again and bump it out of place.
I'll fix that in a second, but...
Doesn't matter. I'll just scoot in. Ready?
No, I'm gonna fix it.
Bam.
Yeah, so anyway, he had me put my knees up, feet flat, laying on my back, and he was like, pay attention to where your feet and your knees are. So, I mean, because I stood widely, when I did that, my feet were sitting widely on the table that I was laying on. So he did his work, and then he was like, now look at yourself. And standing and laying like that, my feet just automatically came in so much closer. Just my normal resting. Wow, did she just push that back?
No, I scooted in. I told you don't have to fix it.
Oh.
I just scooted in. She's going to lay over here by us now.
Yeah.
See, it's good. See?
That's okay.
Oh my God, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we got half a show left. Keep talking, B.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Jesus. OCD, I'm telling you. Don't OCD people eat toothpaste? That sounds like something Eli does every night before bed. He eats toothpaste. I wonder how many people out there like make funny jokes about their significant other that their significant other takes way too seriously. Like, your head looks shiny, or like, you have nice eyebrows, they're bushy or something. Because I know Eli gets super offended when I make funny jokes like that. I'm not roasting you, sorry. But, yeah. That's a funny thing.
You can't say funny jokes and then say something that's not funny. Like, he doesn't like it when I say funny jokes, like,
maybe
your eyebrows are bushy.
But you don't have bushy eyebrows. I was just trying to think. I couldn't.
I know.
Like, I know that there are things that I say to you. What do I say to you that like hurt your feelings? But like deep down, I'm like joking.
You say, look at your fat stomach, you fat loser.
I don't say that.
You say things like, I'm going to find somebody else if you don't lose some weight, you fat loser.
Jesus.
What else do you say?
I'm pretty sure that's all made up right now.
Pretty sure.
I'm the one that's buying you Five Guys and Chipotle and Wahoo's and Culver's.
You say, I can't wait to get you all fat so I can leave you. I don't know. You make fun of, you probably make fun of my nose. You make fun of my neck a lot.
Okay. Wasn't that just last night when we were talking about how my neck is bigger than yours or something? I'd be like, your neck is big.
We weren't talking about that. You just said that. But yes, that was last night and every other night ever.
It's not every night.
You jab at my neck as though it's its punching bag. As though it is a punching bag.
As though it is punching bag.
As though it's its punching bag.
But I only...
He's punching bag. Sorry.
But that's because, okay, you're obsessed with the traps. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I want to be in the trap. And I've never made it in the trap because my genetics say no thank you. And I guess I'm a pussy for not doing steroids, but maybe I should start doing steroids because I want the traps.
Oh, well, I just say that because it's funny to me. Again, we have a different perception of funny jokes, what's funny, what's not to each other. So I think it's funny when
we don't think each other are funny.
It's like as if anything or like the appearance, like what did I say? You have a small head or I can't remember what it was, but I remember one time I said something. I think it was like in the gym and I commented on your head. And you got pretty mad at me. But then I had to explain, it's a joke. I'm joking. And you just don't get
see. I see what you're trying to tell people. That you don't know how to tell jokes.
No. My go-to was always your mom. And then I couldn't use that one anymore because your mom was awesome.
Yeah, so you didn't know how to tell jokes.
That was, no.
You
that was
just
so
answered.
Good. Are you kidding me?
Your mom jokes?
Yeah,
no, those
that's
aren't
always
jokes.
a good one. People are always excited to hear that. And it doesn't even have to relate to what you're talking about. You'd be like, well, this show sucks. And you could say, so does your mom. Or
And who's excited to hear that?
Everyone.
Who's like...
Everyone though, because the thing is it's your thing. So when I was saying it, it wasn't it didn't have to be funny. I would just say your mom to everything.
But it's little kids thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a little kid, and people thought it was funny when I would say that.
Oh, people pity laughed. I'm sorry, babe.
Well, your neck is small.
Your mom jokes are never funny.
I think they're pretty funny.
Nope.
I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, because why? Everyone loves their mom.
I know, maybe that's why it hits you in the heart. You're like, oh.
Yeah, but that's not a joke.
I do that with Jordan and
it's an attack.
Jordan and I still do that though. Sometimes I'll say your mom jokes to him and we laugh about it. Haha.
I bet your mom wouldn't laugh about it.
We've definitely done that when my mom is in the room and she definitely does not care. So it's okay.
Yeah, because she doesn't think it's funny anyway. So.
Yeah, whatever. I like how we're kind of bickering tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Fun. Getting it all out before the wedding. Next thing you know, it'll be Friday night and we'll be fist fighting. And then Saturday we'll be super in love and happy.
Friday we gonna fist fight. Who will win?
It's just the hormones. I'm just feeling it right now.
Mormons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. I don't know. Some people don't like the subject, but whenever I start bleeding, I send Eli the blood elevator from The Shining, where it opens up and then the blood just and that's the coolest thing ever.
Yes, it is a monthly thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not and some of you guys might be gross, and I've been there, but
when you just shove it in their face all the time and always talk about it, then they have no choice but to listen and accept that it happens.
I guess just that you would send me a gift of blood flying out of an elevator and filling a hallway.
So that's the trick. That's how you get them to break. You send them blood elevator and then they don't care if you talk about it.
Yeah, I think for me it's it's kind of replaced a shooting star. It's kind of replaced a beautiful rainbow. It's just congratulations, no kid, for another month.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
that GIF looks like to me now. So used to be gross.
Now
Changed my way of thinking now. Yep. Now I see that horrifying message from my fiance and I think we did it.
Lasted another month. That's great.
Yep.
But I feel too, also, I remember talking to you about that and maybe past girlfriends and how a lot of them never talked about that kind of thing. I'm sorry. I'm talking into the mic.
No. I'm sorry. I had a big burp, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't because I probably would have clawed your face off.
Okay.
But I feel I also, anyone that I've dated in the past, I really just kind of dig that into them. I talk about poop, I talk about blood, and that's you do it so much that they just can't, they're at some point they just give up. They're whatever, you're gonna talk about it, that's fine.
Yeah, you do, and you're right, and it worked. So
So,
You
end
win.
of story. There you go. Moving on.
You win, baby. Yeah. I was pretty averse to that conversational
Bacon
topic
burps.
once upon a time, but I've matured.
Mature.
Now I celebrate your poops.
Yeah, you do. Go get them. That's what you say.
Yeah. Tear it up in there. Let's go, team. And I stand outside of the door with a nice large cone and I yell into it.
Team poop. I gotta say too, like living with your significant other or even roommates that are close, like room, like a couple steps away proximity, it's really hard to have loud poops. Like you're just so afraid. Like there are some days when you and everyone else are like lurking around the house and like I know it's gonna be loud, but I like hold it in until everyone leaves so that I can wait. And that is a struggle.
Yeah. I don't know. I just rip it.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. You could too, though.
There was one time, this is such a boring story. Never mind. I give up. It was a poop story. We can move on from the poop, though. I know it kind of bothers you.
I mean, it seemed to bother you. You just gave up on that story, but
it wasn't that exciting.
We've only like tibbledy tap touched the fitness. Do
I
we
know.
want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can keep talking about it. I mean, we could talk about that forever. Like, we can kind of break that up even, too. There's a big old train.
Yeah. But, yeah, we, let's see here. I, once upon a time, weighed, like 40-ish pounds more than I do now. And at that point, I was like, can't do that anymore. So I met with a friend, Bobby, and Bobby was a personal trainer at one point, and he helped me kind of get on track as far as like the basic idea of like what foods you should be eating. Essentially, chicken and shit.
Rice.
Yeah, chicken and rice, probably. Something
Potatoes.
like that. And so I started doing that, started losing weight. I mean, of course, I was lifting weights, and I was kind of lifting weights the whole time, and I definitely wasn't lifting as hard for a while, but even when I got to my largest self, I was still lifting weights. So I didn't really see the weight gain until it was there already. But yeah, I just started following his dieting advice and started losing some weight. God, I wish I could remember. There was a website that there was a website that he sent me that I used to refer people to that had like, if you're going to the store, these are the types of things that you want to get. And essentially, when you're at a grocery store, most of the stuff that's healthier for you will be on the outside rim of the grocery store. Like once you start going into the aisles, that's where the stuff is that is worse for you, essentially. So if you want a basic tip, start looking at the vegetables, the meats, there's dairy products. I mean, definitely stay away from the bread. If you want like another simple tip to lose weight, stay away from the breaded stuff and stay away from sugary stuff. But yeah, he gave me a foundation and I lost like, I want to say I probably lost around like 25 or 30 pounds. And then I moved out here and that's when I decided to start eating the vegan diet style. And then I lost like another 10 or 15 pounds, probably like 15 pounds. And I was just getting like losing too much weight. Like I just wouldn't stop losing weight. And
good for you.
I don't know. It worried me because I felt like I already looked the part. Like what more weight was I losing? Muscle weight?
Right.
So then we just decided to start eating regularly once again.
We did meal prep for a while too, and that was pretty good.
True. But I've put on like 5 to 10 pounds since I got to that lowest point and just kind of float in there, and that's fine. That feels good. But it really is a process, and everyone who says it starts, what do they say? They're like, the biggest change is made in the kitchen or something to that extent.
Or the motivation, just like getting to the gym or whatever. That's always really hard too in the beginning.
That's hard. But eating definitely is a huge change. Like if you, literally, if you just got up first thing in the morning, drank a full bottle of water or a glass of water, and you go outside and you walk for 10 minutes, if you do that and stop eating bread and sugar, you're going to notice a difference. I guarantee it. So, and I mean that if you do nothing, but also, even if you do stuff, that glass of water and walking a little bit in the morning starts your metabolism. So I just like to work out in the morning, essentially to get it over with, and because it's cooler out, but also it gets the metabolism going, so I'm burning something all day. So yeah, that is what I would suggest. And Body Space. Bodybuilding.com has an app, Body Space, and you can pick workouts and track workouts on there. It's really nice. It's even got like a social media aspect to it, but I don't know. I don't know why you'd, unless you're like a hardcore gym rat, there's probably no reason for that.
That reminds me of Fitocracy. Like my mom and I were really big into that before, but then it turned into like a social media, like people hitting on you, lots of big boobs, and like people just, not about the fitness, but more about just like.
More about the boobs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dang it.
Sorry.
No, it's a shame. But yeah, that's good. Put all that stuff together. Work hard. You'll lose weight. But yeah, we got this Echo bike, so I'm excited to use that tomorrow morning and see how much sweat I can dump off of me.
It's got like a built-in fan though, and like the.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a propeller fan on the front with the old school gated vents, but it's also not old school.
Right.
It's cool. Yeah, I think, and if we didn't have, if we didn't work out so often, then the amount of equipment and stuff wouldn't make sense. Like for the vast majority of people, I would highly suggest getting a gym membership.
Yeah.
But, if you start doing it all the time, then collecting some of the equipment is nice. And we weren't using our garage anyway, so we put a squat rack and treadmill and some other workout equipment in there, and it's a good use of space for us. So now we cut out one trip, cut out worrying about our dog, I guess, for
we used to. Now
an hour a day. Yeah. But yeah, that's nice. Otherwise, though, just find like an Anytime Fitness or something. Those are pretty cheap, and they're everywhere, and you can use any of them. So
yeah, I kind of miss the gym sometimes. I wouldn't mind maybe just like doing that every now and then. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely like really want to get into the powerlifting again and just building muscle after the wedding. Like I've been cutting real hard lately, just like cardio forever. Yeah. But
I think you'll feel better when you start lifting as well. Just even if it's a little bit again. But that's why the gym in our garage works, because we do the powerlifting. Squat, bench, deadlift primarily.
Yeah.
Free weights, barbell, dumbbell stuff, kettlebell stuff. But that's what we can't have is all the banded equipment or pulley system equipment. What am I talking about?
You can get the pulley stuff from Amazon.
Yeah, but I don't know. I shouldn't give it a but the ones that I've seen are like kind of, I don't know. They don't look like they would really do the job. There's some that you attach the weights to and they float on a rope or something. So if I could find a legitimate one, I would love that. But Just don't know if I can.
I was gonna say because we've got Amazon gift card.
Yeah. Oh, we do?
Woo-hoo. Yeah, I didn't buy a mirror.
Oh.
I felt too guilty buying something for myself.
Oh, well, no. But okay, I see here. You could get any gift card from Honey Fund.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll talk about that another time.
Yes.
See what we want to do.
Yes.
Yeah. But having the bike
Home
is going to
gym.
be nice.
Home gym cardio. Like I feel like that was a really big game changer. So like,
treadmill.
Exactly. Like we cut our gym memberships. We ended that. And I feel like it was shortly after that we picked up the treadmill. We've had it for a while because I was like doing the workouts outside. I don't remember like much space in between doing cardio, not doing cardio. I think I was working out, still doing the program in the gym that we were on. And then I was like, I need cardio.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to shake things up a bit because I had been doing like the powerlifting, the heavy lifting. That was like, 2 years maybe, pretty consistently. And then I was like, I just need a break. And then, I went back to the cardio roots. And getting the treadmill was like, that was good. So the bike will be even better because I noticed that when I was younger, didn't really ever hurt my legs. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I noticed them like cramping up more, just like little aches and pains. So like the bike is nice for that, which is super shitty. Like I feel like that sucks that my legs are starting to not crumble, but like they ache more often or like feel weird in certain spots.
Yeah, you should go to Rolf.
You should go to Rolf.
Get that straightened out.
No.
Roll around on the lacrosse ball.
Yeah. I see that's the thing is like,
it.
I know it sounds so tedious to me. It's like
It helps though, B. I'm telling you, I was just laying on that lacrosse ball yesterday. You think yoga sounds less tedious than laying on a lacrosse ball?
No, not at all. They both sound awful right now.
No, I just did that last night and it made me like fall asleep. I was passing out when Nick was using the shower.
Yeah.
It's like catching myself slipping. All I was doing was laying on a very hard, uncomfortable ball.
Yeah.
Worked out the tight muscles in my gluteus maximus.
Yes.
Felt so good. Should probably do that some more tonight.
Not a bad idea because
I don't have to do any school.
I know. That's so awesome.
I don't have
That's
to
what I'm
do
saying.
this.
The party starts. It's a Monday.
It is a Monday
and
currently.
Look at me go. But tomorrow's my Friday.
What is that?
It's the Long Tucky based in Longmont for everyone that cares to listen. It's the Julep.
Oh,
so
you're yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. What did you think I had like a beer or something? I'm sorry. Are you judging me now?
No,
it's a Monday. Sorry, it's my wedding week. So people keep saying like, "Congrats on your wedding week or happy wedding week." God damn it, I can't say week. What?
Those things are really good.
Whatever. No, they're really good and they're not super strong, but they'll definitely hit you hard.
They're 12%.
But I haven't been eating.
They're 12%.
Yeah, I know they're good. But anyways,
they're not that hard. Oh.
It's whatever. But people keep telling me, I didn't realize that it's a whole thing. Like it's a week. And so I'm taking that and I'm running with it.
Right.
I thought it was like a couple of days, like you got your Friday or Saturday, but party's starting tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll have my week probably starting Thursday.
Yeah. That's fair. Whatever. Yeah. I don't care.
But that's
You do you.
I do me. And you do me. And I love you.
I do me.
You do you. You do me.
You do you.
I do me. I do you.
You have your own vices. This is my
Miami vices. Stop talking about this. I love you.
Oh, okay. Well, this is my thing. I like to drink.
Yeah. Just some things are healthier than others, I guess.
I do a shit ton of cardio. And speaking of, I was watching our time here. I feel like I could go on forever about my fitness story and how I got into it. I'll try to fit it into a couple of minutes here.
It doesn't have to be 1 hour on the dot.
I know. It was like, it was high school and all of my friends were super like skinny and like didn't eat. They would make a point to like, oh, I eat every other day, whatever. So I was like, oh, I should have these bad eating habits, but I didn't. Speaking of, those awful, awful friends were the ones that were messaging me Saturday night, right? Yes. Anyways, Yeah, sorry, I look at you like you
It
know.
was.
But yes, it was the
Yes,
same
it
people.
was.
I remember I told you, oh, blah, blah, blah.
It was
but anyways,
when we were watching the fights. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I feel like I was pretty chubby. In high school, I was probably around 140, 145. Like, I ate a bunch of food. My freshman year, I was, like, relatively small. But obviously, like, you grow. Like, I grew tall. Like, I'm, like, 5'10", 5'9", something like that. And I didn't realize, like, working out was super beneficial back then. Like, even, like, you know, you do sports and stuff. I did volleyball. But I remember my spandex rolling it up to cover the rolls. I was like, oh, this is just going to come up a little bit. And I guess my fitness story is a little different than Eli's because it started off basically pretty poorly. Like I just like didn't eat or like, I went to school in California for like, it was like a little under a year. And, yeah, I just like was very unhealthy, just super unhealthy basically. And then I came back home, ended up going to college closer to home. And that's when I realized like cardio was my friend. Like I didn't like when I was in California, the volleyball team, like the coach was super cool. She made us do like a shit ton of cardio. And because I had bad friends out there, I was always late to practice. So I always had to run lines, you know, like where you go boop, 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 boop.
Suicide too.
Yep, exactly. So I was like, okay, this is good. And basically I lost a ton of weight out there. I would say like smaller than I am now. And like I was bigger back then. I was like 115 or something crazy like that. But yeah, I moved back home and I was like, how do I keep up this? Like, cause now I have access to food. I've got access to, you know, whatever I need here that I didn't have in California. And I just wanted to keep up like a healthier way of staying small. So that's how I adopted cardio. I started running 6 miles a day or whatever. And I still like wouldn't eat all the time. But then like I started getting into some weights too. And that was because of Jordan. Like my older brother, like was like, oh, let's lift some weights, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll do that. But yeah, I mean, like it's just kind of a slow process. And I started doing volleyball out here and the team trained. I had like a personal trainer briefly who now lives in Liberia, which is where he's from. But like he was awesome. Like I had like really good workouts. I was probably one of the best shapes of my life, like fitness wise and feeling like healthy. Closest I've probably ever been to abs. But yeah, so I really have always focused on cardio. For the longest time, I was doing like 6 miles a day or more. And now meeting Eli, I got into the heavy lifting and that was really fun. Like I was really addicted to that. That was like a really good time doing the heavy lifting. And I definitely want to get back into that. I feel like I go up and down. Like I want to do cardio, want to lift heavy, and like I'll do one or the other for a long period of time. But it was really cool, like being able to flex and like having huge muscles. Like that's the best feeling. But then you also feel kind of bulky. I don't know. It took me like a little time to get used to that and then it just became fun. But yeah. So now big focus on the cardio so I can fit into my wedding dress. And yeah, way more unhealthy than you. And I've always eat crap. I ate crap through the entire process up until meeting Eli. So like I ate whatever I wanted. Sandwiches, pizza, didn't matter. But like not a lot.
It's probably for the best. Yeah. I mean, it's less fun not eating pizza and sandwiches a lot, but hopefully you feel better. I feel better.
Yeah, definitely.
I noticed that, like, especially lunch or dinner, I guess eating in general. If I have a salad, I'm like okay to stay awake and keep going, or just like protein by itself, you know?
Salad's really good too. Like I love salad.
I can love salad. I loved it today for lunch, you know? Sometimes it's a little boring, I guess. But
see, there's the difference is like I don't eat salad for lunch, but you eat salad for lunch every single day. Yeah.
Every day I'm at work. So not every day, but most days. Yeah, a lot of salad. And then I got to do salad for Denny. Not I
bacon.
don't know. Maybe not tonight. Yeah, we'll have bacon. That sounds good. Bacon and a smoothie. Bacon and a smoothie. Not
bacon and a smoothie.
In a smoothie, yes.
That's what he meant.
Bacon and...
Putting the bacon in a smoothie.
And a smoothie. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad that you got into powerlifting with me because that was helpful as... Well, helpful as can be, because for the last year or whatever, I've just been doing it without a spotter. And as you powerlifter friends might know, or anyone who lifts weights might know, that can get a little sketchy. I haven't had any issues, but I also feel like having Kirsten there both adds to the safety and motivates me to lift more. So, I don't know. I'm glad you'll be getting back into it, B.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I miss being, like, strong.
We'll have to do some, like, cheesy bodybuilding workouts while we're in Vegas.
Really?
I mean, that's all there is. I'm not just doing cardio. Well, you can just do cardio, but
when we get back, then I'll, because that's a relaxation station. I don't want to focus on like body lifting, power lifting.
Well, we can't power lift there.
I know, we learned that the last time we went there.
Yeah.
But still.
But I would if we could, just because it's routine, not because I want to. If I could never work out again and just remain healthy, I would.
Oh, me too. Everyone would, for sure.
Maybe not everyone.
Everyone.
But I just want to clarify that this isn't like a gung-ho hobby that we're trying to push on people. It's more of a necessity that becomes routine, and you just live with it because you have to, or you die.
Well, I have a thyroid problem. I have a thyroid problem. I forgot to mention that before my whole fitness story, like a disclosure. I've got hypothyroid. So if I didn't work out all the time, I would be a whale. If I didn't take my medicine, I'd be an even more bigger whale. And by whale, I just mean like really, really large, like unhealthy.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't. But,
I know.
Yeah.
But to my standards, sorry.
Yeah. Well, we're healthy now, it seems. Or at least.
Not me, because I'm drinking
working
on
our way
Monday.
there.
But it's wedding week.
Yeah. I mean, there are way worse things. So. And I mean, like, I guess it really is. What it comes down to, I've heard, is that it's calories in and calories out, and that's weight loss. And I contemplated this a lot because I thought, well, there's no way that like 50 calories of almonds would affect your body the same way as 50 calories of soda. And I still am not, I mean, I feel like the jury's out on that. I don't know, like, some people will argue all it matters is the numbers, the calories. So if you burn more calories than you eat, you're going to lose weight. But I don't know.
I believe it because I'm counting calories right now. And even if I just eat a bunch of cheese, like I still feel like the next day I don't feel as big.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just feel like maybe I don't know. Maybe if I were to eat like a gigantic salad or a scoop
Whopper
of ice cream and they happen to have the same calories, I would still cut more weight eating the salad than I would eating the ice cream.
That's fair because it's healthy. Your body does different things with what you're putting in. Like if it's nutrient rich rather than just like sugar.
Right. Which inflames you. So yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I would just in general avoid avoid bread, avoid wheat, bread, wheat, and sugar, and see what happens. And send me a thank you card. That'd be nice. And one for Kirsten as well.
One for me? I didn't do anything.
You gave your advice, and you told your story.
My story? Did you just fart?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I wish I did, but let's wrap it up, babe.
Okay.
We've done it.
A little less eventful than normal, maybe. Maybe not. Okay.
I disagree. I feel like I had more life in me because we didn't start it in the middle of the night.
I feel like I'm more tired tonight.
I'm carrying, and that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks again. Another episode. We appreciate you tuning in. Tell tell someone about this.
Follow us on social media.
Follow us on social media, damn it.
Because now I do that, and it's very sad.
Yes.
I have like no followers.
It's
if
all
I follow
sad.
you, follow me back.
That's right.
Damn it.
Damn it. We're at Taking the Credit on social media, takingthecredit.com if you want to laugh at our weak website. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit subscribe. Like, you can hide the notifications, but hit subscribe. Help a brother out. Let's go.
He'll find you.
If you listen on iTunes, please rate, review. Well, you're probably already, I don't know.
And he'll kill you.
Subscribe. I'm not killing anyone, but yeah, it really helps when you guys do that. Comment on it, we'll get back to you. I like to interact. Yeah. Send in artwork, whatever. We got some blank walls that
Ask
could use.
Eli to pop his shirt off.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but it won't go anywhere. Fill up this wall with art, Send us something. Talk to us. Follow us. Share stuff with us. Anyway, guys.
But not dick pics.
Not dick pics, please. Yeah. Anyway. Cool. It's been good. I'm glad we did this again, and I look forward to doing it again. Hope y'all are well. Stay safe, be healthy, and we'll see you next time.